everyone. Happy Monday. Here we are again, and in today's episode, I want to give you some tips on how you can get started in your witchy journey. These are the methods that I use, and they have really helped me a lot in researching and getting started. So, as I said in my last episode, research is your best friend. You want to research every day if possible, and if you can at least take 10 minutes a day doing some reading or listening to your favorite podcast or audiobook, you will be on your way just by doing that. I try to read every day, even if I think I know all about a subject, I will still read about it, and I promise you will learn something new that you didn't know the day before. So I left my notes in the previous episode just with some recommended reading material. And if you're still not sure where to start, I would also suggest visiting your local library. I love the library because it really takes me back to a simpler time, but also it's free. So you can even find audiobooks there. And if you don't have time to read, or if you have a long commute to work or something like that, audiobooks come in really handy. I I would say I use audiobooks 90% of the time. I try to read when possible, but with the audiobooks, it's just easier. Like if I have a job where I'm not on the phones or anything like that, so I'll listen to an audiobook, while I'm working, or on my way to work or on my way home. So that has been very helpful to me. Um, so as I've researched, I found that method that works for me, and I just want to go through my list here. So first, what you want to do, or what I did, I sat down and I wrote out a list of items that I'm interested in. And then once you read out that list, you can number your items from most important to least important, and then start doing your research off of those or off of that list. So you'll find that as you learn, you may not be interested in a topic, that you thought you would be. For example, I know when I started, I was thinking that I would really be into astrology, but I'm not going to lie, I love looking at horoscopes. I love reading articles, Instagram posts about Gemini. I'm a Gemini, so that's my sun sign. But what I never realized was how much really goes into astrology, and how once I started deep diving into that, how much more information there is to learn. Um, so there's more than just your sun sign, and I still find it interesting, but it's not something I want to deep dive into anymore. I feel like I start getting very bored once you start getting into the tiny details of that, and it's just a lot of information to remember, and I have really hard time keeping track of that. So I feel like I can never grasp it. I really want to give props to those people out there that study astrology for a living. It's really no joke, and I'd like to eventually maybe have somebody who knows a lot about astrology on the podcast, maybe like an interview. So that's something that I'm looking into for down the road, just because I know that a lot of people are interested in that. So um, on the other side of things, I love reading about gemstones and aromatherapy. So um, I find that I'm so interested in those things that I can remember pretty much anything I read about it. And I was always big into geology and archaeology in school, and anything about animals. I could list like every dog and cat breed, and I mean I probably could still identify most of the dog breeds today if you asked me. It's just when you like something, you tend to remember more, and hold on to that knowledge more. So, those are just two things that I really love. And um, so, yeah, anyways, that's, you know, how you start. And then once you start to learn about, what you like and what you don't like, you can start applying these things to your craft. So I would suggest starting off as a solo practitioner and then see what works for you. And then you can kind of branch out from there. I know a lot of people love the idea of a group setting. Me myself, I love to work alone, for now, anyways. I just find it more comfortable, and um, I don't know. Maybe that's something that will change, but for right now, I work alone, and I think that starting off working alone is the best option, and then see what works for you, and then kind of move on. Find other like minds and connect and um, go from there in that aspect. So the same thing goes for the religion aspect of things. You might want to you do want to research, do what feels right for you, and you have to figure out if you want to be more on the religious side of your practice, or maybe it's just more of a ritual for you. Everyone is different, and that's one of the things that makes witchcraft great. um, there's not just one set book or one set way to do things. Everything works around you and for your life. So I know, as I stated in my previous episode, I started researching as many religions as possible, and then I kind of ended up on Wicca. But I have since moved on from Wicca. I didn't really feel like it connected to me 100%. So yeah, just remember, you don't have to be pagan to practice witchcraft, um, and you don't have to be Wiccan either. So my next suggestion is to just be patient. You're not going to have things figured out overnight. Like everything in life, witchcraft takes time and practice. I've really found that meditation has helped me a ton with being patient. And I don't know, my dreams have become a big part of my waking life as well. I feel like my dreams are more than just my subconscious. And most of my dreams feel extremely realistic, and they usually always have a message, I feel. Um, I feel like I have met my spirit guide, or some people call that your guardian angel, in your dreams. And then in the dreams or in a meditative state, you can kind of get there. So I would say, if you have time, meditate, definitely. And there are so many ways you can meditate. That's also another thing I'd like to do an episode on later, is meditation. There's just so much to go over on the topic. So I don't want to get too much into it right now, but yeah, just be patient and meditate. It'll help you be patient, and it'll help you kind of hone your thoughts and your kind of your practice in that way. Um, and then my final suggestion is to just keep an open mind. This isn't only a beginner stepping stone either. It's something you should carry with you throughout your entire journey. I think, you know, if your mind is locked away, um, you're not going to see what's meant for you. So, yeah, I would say those are my three basic general steps. And um, I don't know. I don't think I have anything else to say about that. So, yeah, I think that's it for the day. As always, you can leave me a voicemail on Anchor, or you can email me at witchyzen@gmail.com. You can also visit my website at witchyzen.wixsite, wixsite.com/website. Um, Now, I do want to say something about my website at this time. It is up. You can see all of my items there and my blog. listed below that. But as far as the shipping screen, I have been having a little bit of issues with that. So I've been told that orders are not able to be processed. But if you see something you like on the site, you can always message me and we can work out something as far as payment and shipping. So I am trying to work on that, and I will definitely let everyone know once that's finished. But I think that's it, and I will see everyone here next Monday. So until then, bye everyone.